Hey, body, start that vine, swing on my vine. Hey, so don't match energy, remove yourself, okay? Hey, body, it's Start that Vine. Yes, Bookie Pie. So, I want to talk to y'all today about matching energies, right? And I strongly suggest that please don't do that. Please don't match energies. Please don't do that. Just remove yourself. So what do I mean by don't match energies, remove yourself? I mean, like, for example, right? If somebody's acting funny, don't go and act funny towards them back. You know what I mean? Just remove yourself. Let's be honest with you, right? Why would you go and match energy with somebody who don't like you and who's basically trying to play you into a fight anyway? You know what I mean? So yeah. So basically, right? If a person is acting funny towards you, right? They acting mean, they acting standoffish towards you. Don't go and acting mean and standoffish towards them too. Just remove yourself, because remember, you're not obligated to be around anybody. You know that, right? And you most definitely is not obligated to be around people that don't make you happy. Because first of all, if they're not paying your bills, right? They ain't putting a roof over your head. They ain't buying no clothes for you. They ain't doing nothing for you. So why are you sitting there matching energies with them for? Like, what exactly are you gaining out of it? You're not gaining anything out of it but a headache, time wasted, and energy wasted, basically. You know what I mean? And your brain power, you know, just a headache altogether. You know what I mean? So basically, you know, pretty much, right? If a person is acting funny towards them, don't act funny towards them back. Just remove yourself. Just go on about your business. Because let me tell you something, Bookie Pie. We living in times where people are very weird. People are very strange. People hate on you for no reason. You know what I mean? People are doing harm to you for no reason. And people are doing it basically because they see a light, Bookie Pie. They see a light. They see you chosen by God. They see you doing big things. They see you about to blow up. And so the more that happens, the more people see you shining, and the more they see something in you, you're going to have a lot of people coming around you with fucking attitudes. Okay? You're going to have a lot of people coming around you, you know what I mean, doing stuff, and you like, wait a minute, hold up, why did this person do that? Why did this person say that? You know what I mean? And if the person say anything, you know, disrespectful to you, it's okay to check them. But I advise that after you check them, you stay far away from them. You know what I mean? And because you know where they stand. You know what I mean? And you know, if you come around them matching their energy, you know, especially if it's negative energy, you know what I mean? It's not going to lead into nothing but a fight. You know what I mean? You're asking for a fight, you know what I mean? And trust me, you do not want that type of drama, you know what I mean? And you don't want to, you know, be matching energies, and next thing you know, y'all have a fight. Next thing you know, you done hurt this person so bad. Now you're either in jail or you're a fugitive, you know what I mean? And you could be like, well, yeah, well, you know what I mean? That's not good. That's not gangster, you know, for these people to, you know, have an attitude towards you, and for these people to not like you. but you're not saying anything to them. Your only solution is to just remove yourself. Let me tell you something, Boogie Pa. I would rather be a safe wuss or a safe, scary person. Because of course I'm not scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nobody. But I'm just saying, I would rather just be a wussy, a live, well wussy who, waking up every morning, to go to work or in their bed or whatever, than to be a, jailbird gangster or a jailbird fugitive. Because instead of me removing myself, I just went and matched the person energy who did not care about me and who do not have my best interest, so yeah. So I just want to give an example of, it was a friend of mine who I no longer really hang out with, because for one, right, her friends were acting funny, and let's be honest with you, I thought like her friends were my friends, because like when you're really cool with somebody, you would think that the people who they bring around you are cool too, y'all automatically cool. But no, this particular friend say, oh my friends, oh my friends, oh my friends. And it's like, damn, I thought all of us was friends, but okay, so she stopped inviting me to come out in the group gathering, which is alright, which is okay, and if she did go out with me, it would only be just me and her. It would no longer be, us as a group anymore. So, so I just removed myself from that situation. I could get petty and, and have some friends and go out with them and don't invite her. But let's be honest with you, I'm not trying to get petty, it is what it is, I just know that her friends don't like me, and really I don't care because I don't like them either. But guess what? I'm not going to come around them. Why am I going to come around people who don't like me, knowing that I don't like them either? And then if I come around them, they got attitude and I got attitude, sweetie pie, it's going to be a fight. Because let me tell you something, I am a nice person. I am like a really high-spirited person, even if I don't like a person, it's hard for me to tell if I don't like somebody. It really is, just is. And if you could tell that I don't like somebody, it means that I made it obvious on purpose that I don't like them, or like just their energy just said, no, I can't hide it no more, But even if I don't like a person, I will still come with a smile. It's just me. That's just the way I am. I will still smile around you, even if I don't like you. It is what it is. So yeah. So like I said, I don't match energies. I just remove myself, And I realized that, a lot of my friends, they were inviting other people out. They wouldn't invite me out. And it's all right, because I already know if they invite me out, they don't want to invite me out, And if they don't call me or nothing like that, it's obvious that they don't want to talk to me. It's all right, I don't want to talk to them either, But even though I'm matching energy, but guess what? I'm not around them though. I'm explaining it to you and only you, for whoever listen. So yeah. So, at the end of the day, Bookie Pa, like I said, if a person have an attitude with you, don't go and catch your attitude with them back. Just don't come around them. And yeah, like I said, unless you have to go to school with them, unless you have to go to work with them, unless you a kid like a minor who has to be around certain type of kids at school, or you have to be at work, and that's like your only option of a job, yeah, that's probably like the only time you probably will have to match energies. And even then, you don't really have to, because if your coworker get disrespectful, all you gotta do is tell your boss, because really your job at work is not to really be matching energies, it's just to do your work and then go home. Okay, so yeah, at the end of the day, if a person is acting very standoffish towards me, I'm not the type of person who will address them, but if I do address them and it don't get anywhere, hey, I just remove myself. You know what I mean? And the majority of the time when people act funny towards me, I don't really tell them. I just leave. I just go. It is what it is. I'm not going to stoop to your level. I'm not going to match your energy and stoop to your level, because to me that is just too much energy to have to stoop to somebody's level. You know what I mean? Like, say, like, for example, right, I go to a club, right, and I see some girl rolling her eyes at me, right? I looking across the room, right, she rolling her eyes at me like this. Right? Right, and the next thing you know, I'm rolling my eyes back. I'm like, right? You know what I mean? But it's stupid, okay? Don't do that. Just leave. Because if you see a person doing that from across the room, right, just leave. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is be like, all right, look, all right. You see this girl right here is rolling her eyes at me. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna just leave. I'm not gonna stay around and match her energy, because I see a fight coming. I really do. I see a fight coming. So let me go home, you know, and I match their energy, because if I have a fight with her, I don't know what's behind that. You know what I mean? And yeah, it is what it is. Let it go. Leave, you know. But the problem with a lot of people is that a lot of people want to match energy. A lot of people, you know, thinking like, oh, you know, they ain't gonna disrespect me. I'm a gangster, you know. And no, you ain't gotta do all that. Look, just remove yourself. It is what it is. Just remove yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gotta be matching people's energy. Just remove yourself. You know what I mean? Like, these people is nobody. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, and like I said, if a person have an attitude with you, you ain't gotta have an attitude with them back. Just move. Just remove yourself. Just leave. You know what I mean? If a person acting, you know, like they hate you, you ain't gotta act like you hate them back. Just remove yourself. You know what I mean? To keep the peace, please just remove yourself, okay? And yeah, and let me tell you something, life will be a lot more easier like that. Instead of sitting around here stooping to their level, matching their energy, you catching the attitude with them, and next thing you know, fists is flying. And the thing about it is that, you know, it's about being mature and to avoid the fist throwing. You know what I mean? So okay, so I'm gonna give you a story. I'm gonna give you an example, right? I know this girl who I know, right? And I'm not gonna say her name, right? She told me, right, that her aunt don't like me, right? And I see her aunt sometimes, and her aunt invite me to come out to, you know, different stuff that she be throwing, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, why am I gonna come around this woman knowing that this woman don't even like me? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just smile in this woman's face and be like, knowing dang well she don't like me, but I'm gonna match her energy, right? And don't like her back and just smile like, no. First of all, why you gonna go places to events and places where people don't even like you? Okay? What you gonna do? You just gonna smile in their face, match their energy, and smile in their face? No. Remove yourself. Simple. Just remove yourself, okay? You ain't gotta be sitting up here going to, you know, these places they invite you at. That's like some Shanquella stuff, you know what I mean? And look, I ain't gonna even talk about Shanquella, because what happened to that girl was crazy. It really was. And let's be honest with you, you know what I mean? When her friends was acting funny, I wish she would have left. But once again, I'm not gonna say that, because once again, I don't know, I don't know what her friends told her. I don't know what they told that girl. I don't know how they acted. They probably was acting really friendly with her on that plane to Mexico. They probably was, you know, acting so good to her until she got off the plane, until they actually got to the villa. So, you know, I'm not going to, you know, talk about that. Rest in peace, Sushi and Quella, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So like I said, and don't be out here matching people energies. Just remove yourself. That's it. If you're not a minor, right, and you don't really have to be in school with certain individuals, or you know, you ain't gotta, you know, be at work. I mean, let's be honest with you. You kind of like choose where you can work at. You know what I mean? I understand you gotta get your bills paid and things like that. But let's be honest with you. Jobs are replaceable. You're not. I'ma say it again. Jobs are replaceable. You're not. So if you got some employees at the job that's like, you know, giving you attitude, and then they giving you attitude to the point where your mental health is at risk, your emotional health is at risk, and like, you know, even your life, you know what I mean? Because you don't know what these people be plotting. These people is crazy, right? So instead of going to work and matching their energy, just remove yourself and find another job. I mean, of course you can't run, but at the same time too, you don't want to be in places where you're not wanted. You don't want to be in places where people are giving you negative energy, and next thing you know, you're stooping down to their level. Because let me tell you something, after a while, if you're around somebody who's toxic and you're around somebody who's giving you negative energy all day, eventually you're going to address it. You're not going to like just let it slide. Eventually you're going to address it. You know what I mean? But if you can, remove yourself, right? You ain't gotta address nothing. You can just let them go on with their nasty attitude and live their life. You ain't got to be around. Listen, people, you're not obligated to be around people that don't make you happy. You're not obligated to be in places where you're not wanted. You're not obligated to sit around here and be arguing with people who's, who negative, and you're not obligated to get people to understand you who's not trying to understand you anyway. They're only going to understand you from their perception, and their perception of you is something that you can't control. You can't control how people view you. You know what I mean? You could be the most sweetest person in the world, or you could be the most, evilest person in the world. You know what I mean? People's going to form their own perception about you, whether you like it or not. So like I said, you ain't got to be explaining nothing to people, because people are only going to understand you according to their perception of you and according to what they want to feel about you. You know what I mean? You have no control over people like you or not. And you can't change their mind, You have no control over how people decide to change up on you. You have no control over people's attitudes. So that's what I'm saying. Remove yourself. The moment you see somebody acting funny towards you, the moment you see somebody acting standoffish towards you, or even violent towards you, now if they're acting violent, most definitely defend yourself. But if you know that you can avoid the drama before it escalates, do so. Remove yourself. That's it. All you have to do is remove yourself. You ain't got to be doing no explaining. You ain't got to be like, yo, I ain't like your attitude. I ain't like, this about you. I ain't like that about you. You ain't got to do none of that. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest with you, we grown. We grown. We know if we like somebody or if we don't. You know what I mean? And then being that you're grown, you're not obligated to even be around them because you're grown. You know what I mean? Unless, like I said, unless you're a kid, you living with family, you're a minor, then that's another story. But I'm talking about adults here. I'm talking about adults that's 18 and over, maybe 21 and over. You know what I mean? And yeah. And so I know that a lot of y'all are in toxic relationships. You ain't gotta be toxic back to that individual. Just remove yourself, you know what I mean? And yeah, and you're, like I said, you're an adult. You're not obligated to be around people who don't make you happy. You're not obligated to be around people that's going to bring out the ugly side of you, you know. So just remove yourself, you know. Stop matching people's energy and just remove yourself, okay? Because you remove yourself, you ain't got to be all up in their face. In order for you to match a person's energy, you have to be in their face. And that is just too much energy, and you ain't even got to do all that, you know what I mean? So yeah. So I hope this helped y'all. You know what I mean? Yeah, I hope this helped y'all. We adults. Like I say, you ain't gotta be around nobody who's bringing you negative energy. You ain't gotta dress nobody. You ain't gotta be all up in nobody's face, you know, explaining what they did or what they did wrong. Because we adults, these people be knowing what the fuck they be doing. So you ain't even gotta do all that explaining, Bookie Pod. Just remove yourself, chunk up the deuces, be like, bye, I gotta go, deuces, bye, adios, hola, and let it go. You know what I mean? And live your life. It is what it is. Live your life. Life is too short to be around miserable people. Life is too short to be around people who's trying to bring you down. And you ain't gotta be around nobody who's trying to bring you down, Bookie Pod. And if you're around people who's trying to bring you down, that's on you. You ain't got to be around them. Just remove yourself. You ain't gotta be sitting up here matching energies. Because unless you want to have a fight, I don't see what you want to be matching energies for unless you want to have a fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, because the moment you step in the room and you feel like people's acting funny, or you got just like, yeah, I see a fight about to come, yeah, let me go. Yeah, let me go, because these people ain't worth nothing, okay? These people is not worth a damn thing. So yeah, it is what it is. So yeah. So yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just my take on don't match energies, remove yourself, because I know y'all seen me make a meme video about it. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to explain. I just wanted to break that down. So yeah, okay. So yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about the video. Let me know if this video helped you. You know what I mean? And yeah, you know what I mean? You're not the only one who have encountered, you know, negative energies and negative vibes. So like I said, stay away from negative energies, stay away from negative vibes. Yeah, you ain't gotta address nothing. Just remove yourself. Remove yourself. Live your life as peaceful as you can, because life is already stressful enough. We got bills, you know what I mean? We gotta deal with other little different personal stuff. So yeah, life is already stressful. Life is just too short. And if these people cannot add to your peace, I suggest that you just let them go. And let them go. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So yeah. So start that Vine. Swing on my Vine. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And best of all, Happy New Year.
Revenge.